Ever get that feeling, like Facebook can practically read your mind, like it knows you better than your great aunt who claims to read tea leaves?
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, today's deep dive, we're pulling back the curtain on the tech behind those eerily accurate
They
recommendations.
are.
Yeah, we're talking Meta AI.
Okay.
And trust me, it's gone way beyond just like showing you your ex's vacation photos. We're
Right.
talking like algorithms so smart they could probably write a PhD thesis 1 minute and then compose a symphony the next.
Wow.
All thanks to the team at Meta AI,
Right.
who, by the way, are totally separate from the folks, curating your news feed.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to really like wrap our heads around this whole thing, we've got a stack of research articles, announcements from Meta itself, insights from like the tech world, even took a peek at Wikipedia.
Oh, wow.
Just to really unpack like what is Meta AI, what can this thing do, and most importantly, like why should you even care?
Okay, yeah.
Ready to decode the magic.
Yeah, let's dive in.
Okay, let's do it. Now, I know what you're thinking, right?
What am I thinking?
Meta AI, like that's just a bunch of fancy chatbots, right?
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's fascinating how much they've evolved.
Okay.
Like, remember back in the day when
Yeah.
Facebook was just about, connecting with your friends and sharing embarrassing party photos?
Right.
Meta AI has basically taken those same algorithms, the ones that were figuring out, like, who to suggest as friends, and now they're pointing them at everything.
Okay, mind officially blown.
Right.
But how does it actually work, though? Like, we're talking some serious brain power here, right?
It all boils down to two main things: machine learning and deep learning.
Okay.
So think of it this way. Imagine you sat a computer down and made it watch, like, every single episode of your favorite show,
Okay.
right? Subtitles and all. Eventually, that computer, it's going to start predicting plot twists. It'll recognize characters.
Really?
Yeah, that's machine learning in action.
Makes sense. Okay, so then deep learning is like, is it like the AI binge watching, but like on fast forward?
Exactly. It's like layers upon layers of analysis. Finding patterns, us humans,
Yeah.
we might totally miss.
Yeah.
And then using that to do some pretty remarkable things.
Okay.
But here's the key difference, though. Meta AI, they're like the research hub,
Okay.
constantly pushing the boundaries, what's possible with AI. Their applied machine learning team, on the other hand,
Yeah.
they're the ones taking those breakthroughs, those crazy ideas, and making them really, actually putting them into the apps you use every day.
Okay, so Meta AI is like the mad scientist in the lab,
Yeah.
and the AML team is taking those inventions and actually turning them into things we can use.
Exactly, yeah.
Speaking of inventions, we can't do a deep dive on Meta AI without talking about its skills.
Right.
And let me tell you, this AI is more multi-talented than, like, I don't know, someone who can juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle.
Well,
It's pretty wild.
like what?
So, one of their most impressive skills, natural language understanding.
Yeah.
Basically, it's how Meta AI can, like, understand and generate human language, which honestly sounds way harder than it should be.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Like, that's what powers those scarily realistic chatbots,
Yeah.
right? Where you're like, hold on, am I talking to a real person right now?
Exactly. You're like, is this a bot? I don't even know anymore.
Right, exactly.
And then real-time translation is like something straight out of Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
You stumble across a web page in, I don't know, Swahili, and boom, Meta AI just translates it for you like magic.
It's like having a universal translator in your pocket.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's not just about words, though, right? This thing can, like, see, too.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Computer vision. That's another one of Meta AI's superpowers.
Okay.
We're talking facial recognition,
Uh-huh.
medical image analysis.
Yeah.
It's even powering those augmented reality experiences that everyone's going crazy for these days.
Wait, hold on, back up a second. Computer vision. So, like, Meta AI actually has eyes now?
Kind of, yeah.
What can it do with that?
Okay, remember that time you posted that group photo from your friend's birthday party?
Yeah.
And Facebook just, like, magically tagged everyone in it?
Right.
That's Meta AI's computer vision showing off.
No way.
Yeah.
They had no...
But it goes way beyond just tagging friends in photos.
Okay.
Imagine doctors, right, using AI to spot diseases in scans, way, way earlier than they ever could before.
Wow.
Or architects designing entire buildings in AR, with the help of Meta AI.
Okay, now that's what I call putting AI to work.
Right.
That's amazing. But from what we've read, it seems like Meta AI is not content with just mastering the basics.
Yeah.
They're working on some really next-level stuff.
Yeah. They are.
Like, one thing we found that really caught my eye was this thing called unsupervised machine translation.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, that's one of their most ambitious projects.
Okay.
Imagine, right, teaching a computer to translate languages.
Okay.
But instead of giving it dictionaries and grammar rules, all you do is show it books in both languages.
Really?
That's the power of unsupervised learning.
Wait, so the AI is basically teaching itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's insane. What else have they been working on?
Well, they were also developing this thing called Galactica. It's a large language model, and it was specifically designed to, get this, write scientific papers.
Hold on. An AI that writes scientific papers? Did it pass peer review?
Well, that's where things got a little tricky.
Yeah.
So the potential, right, was huge. We're talking like revolutionizing scientific research.
Right.
But there were concerns,
Like what?
like about accuracy
Okay.
and potential misuse.
Right, right.
Imagine someone using this AI to generate like fake scientific information.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I don't know, giving a toddler a flamethrower, probably not the best idea.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Meta AI, they decided to maybe pump the brakes on Galactica, at least for now.
That makes sense. But even with those setbacks, like it's clear that Meta AI is capable of some really, really incredible things.
Absolutely, yeah.
But what does it all mean for us? Like, we're just the everyday users trying to navigate the digital world, right? So we've talked about like Meta AI's journey, right? From those early days of connecting friends on Facebook to like these mind-blowing capabilities, unsupervised machine translation, computer vision. But I'm curious, like, how does this actually show up in our lives? It's got to be more than just, tagging friends in photos, right?
Oh, absolutely. Remember those like eerily accurate friend suggestions Facebook throws your way,
Mm.
or how your news feed just seems to know what you want to see before you even do? That's Meta AI working its magic behind the scenes, making those connections, richer, more personalized.
Okay, so it's like having a digital matchmaker, but for everything.
Exactly. But it's not just about, connecting you with your long-lost kindergarten buddy. Meta AI is also making these platforms more accessible. They're developing tools for people with disabilities, making it easier for everyone to engage online. And with billions of users out there sharing content, Meta AI plays a huge role in keeping things safe. Think like flagging harmful content, stuff that shouldn't be there.
It's like having like a million digital moderators working around the clock, but instead of coffee breaks, they're fueled by algorithms.
Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty wild. But I'm curious about how this tech is being used outside of like the social media bubble.
Oh, one area where Meta AI is making waves is the business world. Imagine walking into a store, right, and having this
Mm.
totally personalized shopping experience, tailored to your tastes, your preferences, or how about getting instant answers to your questions from a customer service chatbot that actually, like, understands what you need.
Okay, yeah, that's super convenient.
Right.
But what about other industries? Are there any unexpected places where Meta AI is like popping up?
One of the most promising areas, I think, is healthcare. Imagine, right, AI-powered diagnostic tools, the kind that can spot diseases way earlier than we can now, or algorithms that help researchers develop new drugs faster. We're talking about potentially, like, life-saving applications here.
Wow, okay. Meta AI is basically everywhere. But with all this talk about like AI's capabilities, what about the safeguards? Like, what is Meta doing to make sure this technology is developed responsibly?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about what AI can do, but how we develop it, how we use it. Meta AI, they're actively working on this, putting a big emphasis on fairness, transparency, and user privacy.
Okay, that's good to hear. But like, how does that actually work in practice?
That's a multi-pronged approach, right?
Mm.
One thing they're really focused on is making sure their AI is fair, not biased, so it benefits everyone equally.
Right, right.
They're also big on transparency, making sure people understand how these systems work, how they make decisions, and of course, user privacy. That's huge. They're serious about data security and making sure your information is used responsibly.
Okay, so they're really trying to cover all the bases.
They are. But it's not just on Meta,
Yeah.
right? This is bigger than any one company. The whole tech industry needs to be thinking about these ethical questions as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives.
Absolutely, yeah. We all have a role to play in making sure AI is used for good.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the future, are you ready to dive into what's next for Meta AI?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
What should we be keeping our eyes peeled for? Okay, so we've established Meta AI is more than just a chatbot. Like, it's everywhere. Personalized shopping, medical tech even. But what about the future, right? What's next for this AI powerhouse?
One word, the metaverse.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
all anyone can talk about these days.
All right.
Meta's putting a ton of stock into this idea, this future where we're not just scrolling through feeds, but like we're in it.
Yeah.
Immersive digital worlds, the whole 9 yards.
Wait, so like Ready Player One, but in real life.
Exactly.
Sign me up. But how does like AI even fit into all that? Besides like designing awesome virtual outfits, I mean.
Think bigger.
Hmm.
Meta AI, they're working on the tech that could make these virtual world basically indistinguishable from real life.
Okay.
Imagine, like, avatars so realistic they can, like, mirror your every expression.
Wow.
AI assistants to help you navigate these digital spaces, even personalized content generated, like, in real time.
So like I could have my own AI stylist in the metaverse. That's amazing. Okay, but seriously though, this tech, it could be like totally groundbreaking, even life-changing, right? Speaking of, what kind of impact could Meta AI have on things like healthcare? Or even like sustainability? Big issues.
Those are two areas where, honestly, Meta AI could really shine. Like, we're talking using AI to diagnose diseases earlier,
Right.
develop personalized treatments, maybe even cure chronic conditions. And for sustainability, imagine AI optimizing energy consumption, reducing waste. We can even use it to combat climate change.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Putting AI to work for like the greater good. That's amazing. As we wrap up our Meta AI deep dive here, like what's the one big takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the biggest thing is realizing that Meta AI, it's not some far-off future tech. It's already here. You're interacting with it every day, whether you know it or not. And like we've seen, that comes with, a lot of opportunity, but also some important things to consider.
Yeah, totally. It's like we've got this crazy, powerful new tool.
Right.
Now we have to figure out how to use it responsibly.
Right. Exactly.
Well said. And on that note, I think that brings us to the end of our Meta AI deep dive. Hopefully, you're walking away feeling a little bit smarter, maybe a little more informed, and just maybe even inspired by what AI can do. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to check out some of our other episodes. We've got deep dives on everything from the future of food to, like, the mysteries of the universe. And hey, if there's a topic you're dying to hear us cover, let us know. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.